On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Temple's offense will take the first swing of the game. This has an old school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
Red pass, it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They move the tight end all over. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Owls getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Bland. Looking left. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And they got him for the sack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll run it from the gun. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Owls are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to pass. It's Bland. Back open in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And 1st down for the offense.
The back goes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Back to throw, it's Boyd. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. The give to the tailback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. He'll keep it himself. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. Temple lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to savor.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Looking for a man, it's Boyd.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He makes the catch. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He'll do it himself. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They want to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Owls! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off the play fake on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw. It's Bland. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
1st down, Temple.
He's going to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now on second down.
At the 49. Brings up second down.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback gets past the marker. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
First down, Temple.
The give on the inside. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Looking to throw on second down. He fires one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Owls! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Boyd. He makes the connection. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Georgia Tech.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Quickly complete. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Temple looking for a touchdown from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Coming after it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Bland. Pocket starts to collapse. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Looking to go up top on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway.
20, Georgia Tech, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Back to pass, it's Boyd. Finds his tight end. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. On first down from the 13-yard line.
Good enough for first down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
First and goal, Georgia Tech.
Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cal is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that has not been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 24 over Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down, Temple.
He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Second down.
They're going to run it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to run for it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Bland. Lets it fly deep downfield. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Finds space on the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Gain of 22. And a first down for the offense.
Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Might as well stick with him. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. It'll be a draw. Makes one man miss. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Buys a little time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. The Yellow Jackets have moved it inside the 20. They'll run it from the gun. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Power football with the run. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Bland. Makes his connection. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. It's caught. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
First down, Temple.
To the air on 1st down. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick pass on the fly motion. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Temple! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Temple, 33. Georgia Tech.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? 2nd down coming up. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Pressure coming. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. On the move at the 30. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They've got the screen set up. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
At the 17. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
The run from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He's got it on the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Trying to get the corner on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Boyd. Using his legs to buy some time. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll run the option. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. 1st down here for the offense. He's going to pass. He's got it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Boyd. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going for 6. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On second down, looking to throw. It's caught downfield. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They'll throw it on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Still on his feet at the 45. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab on the left side. Touchdown, Owls! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. He's going up top here late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working on the right. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming